Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, Jen and I went to the Sonnenberg um, uh, Mansion and Gardens. The Sonnenberg Mansion and Gardens is in Canandaigea, New York. Beautiful mansion um, built in 1885, between 1885 and 1887, owned by Mary Clark Thompson. She was married to Frederick Ferris, who was the lifelong director of the First National Bank in New York City. Uh, so they built this mansion, and yesterday we toured it. Great place to visit if you're here in New York. Hey everybody, Jennifer and I are on for another adventure. We're in New York visiting a friend from 4-H from way back when we were in 4-H. Won't say how many years that was. We were figuring it out last night and it was a scary number. Anyway, Jen and I are exploring Sonnenberg Gardens and Mansion today here in New York. So right now you could probably tell we're walking through one of the greenhouses here at the Sonnenberg Gardens and the Orchid House. So I will share some videos while we're walking through here and share some videos of the mansion. This is an adventure. We're heading to Connecticut for one of Jen's cousins is having his bar mitzvah. And so on our way, we decided to stop and visit the friend, and she's out working. Today's their first day of school. She's a teacher. She's working today, so we decided we would come out and have an adventure of our own. So we're doing Sonnenberg Gardens and Mansion. It's a beautiful garden and mansion was originally owned by the Sonnets. She passed away or Sonnenbergs, I'm sorry. She passed away in 1923, 101 years ago. It remained in the family till the 1930s when it was bought by the U.S. government as a Veterans Administration hospital, the entire estate. It was then purchased by a private organization in the 1960s to be restored, and it has been restored, or most of it has been restored. They're still working, I think, on sections because they said that all the main areas are restored. So what we're seeing is restored gardens, and we'll see the mansion in a little bit. This is interesting here in the greenhouse that the greenhouse complex is the oldest working wooden frame greenhouse in the North Coast and the oldest in America that has not been modified. So that's kind of cool as well. The first garden we come to after the greenhouse is the Japanese garden. Beautiful Japanese garden. They have a Japanese water feature up here. And we have another painter who's out painting today. Painting the bridge.
Yeah.
Hi there. The Sonnenberg Mansion. We are on the south lawn. Beautiful gardens here. We're here in September. I think that these gardens probably are a lot more colorful in the spring and the summer, but they're beautiful. And then this overlooks the Japanese garden that's down that way where we were at before. And Jennifer already headed this direction. We have another painter up here painting. Take a little walk with you. And there's Jennifer. Now in the mansion, the library, a sitting room. This is the drawing room, and we walk through. Look at the beautiful old staircase and the study. We go through this hallway to a beautiful great room. But before we go in the great room, let me show you this dining room. So here's the great room. I'm going with those windows, going to get a lot of bleed out or fade out, but we'll come around. This is the great hall. They also have an elevator to get to additional floors and a billiard room up there. But continuing back to the great hall, beautiful room. Architecture is amazing, and woodworking is fantastic in here. They came in the side entrance of the mansion, but this is actually the main entrance of the mansion. Let me go out to the road to show you what it would look like coming in. So you'd approach this way and either go up those stairs or up the ramp for the main entrance to this mansion. This is one of the bedrooms. It's got a beautiful view and a balcony out here as well. Supposedly you can actually see the lake from here, but with all the leaves on the tree, we can't. And here's the bathroom. Look at those old time fixtures. And no handle, you just have a chain to pull for the flush toilet. The guest bedroom that was actually used by her sister when her sister would visit, Zelda, and she would visit much of the time during the summer. This is the guest bedroom. Chamber pot next to the bed. You have a built-in china cabinet. Another bathroom. And then we walk into two more rooms. Oh, excuse me, sir. And then I would think that this would be the master bedroom. It's looked like a changing room we just went through, but the master bedroom has this huge seating area and a beautiful balcony out there that overlooks the south lawn. Good morning. So this is the south lawn that we were down at before. We were down in that corner down there, but they have a beautiful view from here on the balcony. And here you can see the lake way off there in the distance. Here's another shot of that great room from above. We're on the second story balcony. And on this side of the house, we have more bedrooms. This actually is called the double arch balcony, I'm sorry, the double arch bedroom. It has two full baths. A circular bathroom located in the back of the bedroom was constructed in the turret of the porch, and it contains a shower unit and a sitz bath. And a second bathroom located to the right has an original clawfoot tub. Again, the old faucet fixtures. And it goes around the corner. Interesting architecture way they designed it in here. Here's another bedroom. And I think every bedroom we've been in has had its own private bath. I might be wrong. One of them may not have, but I mean, pretty much everyone that I remember has its own private bath in the bedroom. This is Mary Thompson's bedroom. She moved in here after her husband passed away, so this was her room. Again, private bath, beautiful balcony. Another room off of it for sewing. And then also a large closet for dresses. That's a walk-in closet. Again, beautiful architecture here at the mansion. There's a third floor. It's off limits. It was mainly used as a for the younger guests and their nannies and the servants. It was in the center of the third floor is a large playroom with an elevated stage surrounded by bedrooms. So that was for the younger kids here of the servants and their nannies, and so. Unfortunately, they haven't got that restored and being available, but definitely get a taste of what the mansion is like. A few more gardens before we leave. This is the Moonlight Garden, and it has a path that leads up to the Pansy Garden. Beautiful um, places to sit. And from the Pansy Garden, we go into I think the South Lawn. Oh, and then the blue and white garden is off here to the side of the South Lawn. Actually, this is called the Italian Garden. I thought the brochure said it was the South Lawn, and the Italian Garden, I guess, is this arch right here. But we'll go in the blue and white garden. It was constructed in 1912. This is the Italian Garden, and we'll go from the Italian Garden. This is the Rose Garden out here. We'll see it up here. So this is the Rose Garden. Not the right time of year to have roses blooming, but I bet you this is beautiful during the summer. Looks like they've all been cut down. Now we do have some blooming over here. Some late bloomers. Here is the roof of what was the Temple of Diana. It was, and you can see there's the base that it sat on and the columns that are down. So this is the ruins of the Temple of Diana. But in next year, 2025, they are planning to do a restoring the historic structure, which originally looked like, or at some point, oh, that's the weather damaged one. There's the picture from 1912. Gardens all over in this property. And you find a entranceway that leads to another one. This one was called the Sub Rose Garden. And it's got these fountains and planters all over the place. It would be a nice place to hang out. And Jennifer up there waiting to head out. If you're still with me, I got a question. Maybe you guys, somebody can answer in the comments. On the stone fence, there are these metal tabs. And they're all the way down the stone thing. So it's not like a hinge that was in a certain spot, but it's all the way down the entire length of the stone wall, probably about every 3 feet. Anybody have any ideas what those might have been used for? I'm at a loss. You know, my wife said maybe they hung something like there, but like that. But why would they be all the way unless you had like Christmas lights or something like that strung? I don't have any idea, and I was wondering if anybody might have an idea what those were used for. You can still see them here in the wall. We meet into another garden. This is the old-fashioned garden, and it's laid out in a hub and spoke pattern with 2 hubs on each side and then spokes that go out from there. And beautiful flowers in here. Some black-eyed Susans and some hibiscus are blooming. And a beautiful trellis all the way down the center of the garden. And a beautiful lady there following me. Of old, very interesting buildings here. This one here is the ice house. And this one over here is the carriage house. I decided to walk over to the ice house. They have some old wagons stored in here. And I see a fire truck back there. And they also have ice tongs. And another old buggy stored here in the ice house. That first building I showed you, very cool looking architecture. I told Jen I want to live there. That's actually the Peacock House, or the aviary. They've repurposed it, but at one time that was the Peacock House. Included jays, pheasants, and parrots as well. We're now entering the carriage house. They've restored this to have bathrooms and stuff like that. But this is the original carriage house. I think we're heading into the last garden. This is the rock garden. You got this beautiful pond with the water flowing into it. And it continues on up this way that Jennifer's going. These were completed around 1911 and is the uppermost level of where the summer house sits. And you can see the beautiful stone wall that goes around. Actually, it's a little bit crumbling there, but it's over 100 years old, so that happens. Oh, now I'm going to shut off the video because we got a little bit of climbing and I need to help Jen up those stairs. Oh, nope, we can go straight through. Okay, cool.
But you know, when I leaned against that staircase there, it was soft. That's a succulent. Like, look at the hot stuff. Doesn't get much light.
Kind of cool how they just made a pathway with these huge stacked rocks. And Jen was saying all these hostas down here in this darker area. Watch your head. I see. Carnations.
The variegation on these leaves.
Mm-hmm.
The bushel basket for leaves. The private residence.
Might be the guest house they were talking about.
Summer house.
More of the garden. Nice water feature here. Probably one time that water came down up from that lip up there. Oh, and there goes a frog. Standing here and all of a sudden the frog jumped in. About 4 more have jumped in since then, but these 2 little guys are still sitting here next to the water.
And one in the water giving us the
There's
side
one
eye.
over there in the water, and there's one up there on the rocks, the dark spot up there. Completing our tour. I'm just walking back to the parking lot. Jen took the shuttle out so she didn't have to walk. Got a couple of ducks here, resting here on the edge of the pond, eyeing me, saying, "Don't get too close." But a beautiful pond here. And this is going to be the end of our visit. This is again the Sonnenberg Gardens. And a beautiful place to come and visit for an afternoon. Walk the gardens and see the mansion. It's well worth it. The gentleman that we met 3 hours ago when we were starting this tour, he was just starting to lay out his painting, and he's continuing, and looks very beautiful. Very nice, thank you.